Hello, hello.
It's still.
Oh, wait.
It's cutting off my face.
Wrong way.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
We are glad you're with us. Oh, no.
Muting. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. It's a steamy day in New York, and we turned our AC off so it wouldn't be so loud. Here we go. Hi, Lindsay. I can't get the our QR code there. Not sure why.
Oh, weird.
I know.
Yes, Robin. Hi, Robin. Yes. Warm days. Just muggy, you know.
As you hold your mug.
Muggy
and warm.
My middle name, Muggy. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
We have just 2 minutes before we're going to get going. We just wanted to come on a couple minutes early before we talk about back to school time for everyone.
Sherry's on.
Sherry, my sister Sherry. Is that who you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Hi, Sherry.
In the house.
Sherry's in the house. We're glad you're here. Hello. Welcome, one and all. Patty Joe, my cousin Patty Joe is on. Patricia, sorry. Tiash. Oh my goodness. We haven't been on for so long. This is so nice seeing, we feel like we're meeting up with old friends. That's nice.
I know, Robin. Robin says, remember back to school anticipation.
Well, it's not Labor Day, Mike. That's why we're not wearing white. Wait, you can wear white.
Yeah, we can be wearing white now.
Sorry, now is the time. Why? We should have worn white.
We should have worn white.
That was dumb.
Although they say it's different now.
That's true. They say you can wear white
yeah.
anytime.
Yeah. I might not make it without the AC on.
I know.
I think we turned it on.
I know. I'm so sorry, everyone. We're going to have to turn our AC on. We should have set up over there, then we could have had the fan on. Same diff.
Yeah. It's too warm. It's an eggshell white. Exactly. Yeah. Polly says anything goes. I don't think you mean the musical. I think you mean...
In olden days, a glimpse of style.
I think she meant we can wear white.
Yeah. So sorry if that is going to be too loud, but that is our air conditioning unit. And
Otherwise we melt.
Yeah, I think we have to have it on. The chat on my computer, for some reason, is not... I mean, I'll bet it's because I know why.
It's not working?
No, I know why.
Welcome one and all. Oh, it's go time.
Here we go. It's G-O-T-O.
I-M-E, go time. I mean, cheerleading. Back to school.
Back to school, cheerleading tryouts.
Cheerleading tryouts, that's huge. Did it happen before? Were you going to ask if I ever tried out? I didn't. I never did. Did you? I was in the band.
Oh, right. No, I never tried out for cheerleading, although I was our high school's mascot. We were the Braves, so I was the school mascot.
Your school mascot. Our school mascot was the Cavalier.
Yes.
And it basically was whoever had the... Oh, good. Can't hear the AC. Thanks for telling us, Lynn.
Great. That's good.
Because otherwise we would melt off of our chairs. Basically, whoever had the...
Mike, I read that. You stop it.
Whoever had a horse was the Cavalier. Because the Cavalier had to be on a horse and ride.
Whoever's family had the horse.
Exactly.
Got to be
Amy Hopkirk.
Okay.
Amy Hopkirk was our Cavalier. She was really good. It was really... that was always the case with the mascot. Welcome everybody. By the way, if you happen to be new to us, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Patrick.
And we're so glad you found us here on our little YouTube page.
AP Adventures.
Yeah.
We're discussing back to school today. We should get the things out of the way. If you don't already subscribe to us, if you like these types of videos, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. We love that. And
I already feel cooler. I'm glad we put the AC on.
Yeah, you are cool.
And thanks. And Lynn, I'm too cool for school. Or is it Katy Perry? If you're too school for cool.
I don't know that song. I don't know modern songs.
I think it's
Katy Perry. I know this one. School days, good, cold. Anyway, I was supposed to be born in the 1920s.
Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're with us. Today we're going to discuss back to school. Now, I feel like we should just, right out of the gate, indicate that neither one of us are going back to school.
That
I
is
hope
true,
that
yes.
was not misleading. That
big news. We're
I'm
going back
going
to
to become a doctor. No, I'm not.
Are you? Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm so sorry. We are not going to be wealthy.
All right.
Not that all doctors are wealthy. That's a terrible stereotype. But I don't think I could do that much schooling.
Yeah.
That would be too much for me. But we thought it would be fun because it's back to school time, which leads me to my first question. Did you go back to school before or after Labor Day?
It was usually after for us. That's an East Coast thing, I think. I feel like people in the Midwest usually went back earlier.
Yeah, like I would probably be back in school already, if not within the next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always got sad. Like, when the summer ended, I just always got sad. We would watch the Jerry Lewis telethon, and then, school started. But I would always get sad at the end of summer, and I didn't love school, and I would always feel like, school meant end of summer, which was such a great time in a kid's life.
Somebody said you're not going to spend the whole time talking about the Rodney Dangerfield movie. And hi, Shamika. And Mark asked, have we both been to a school reunion? I've only been to one. My school reunions, they used to always be in the summer. I think now they're doing them around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the one I went to, I happened to be working back home. I'm originally from Illinois, and I happened to be working back in that area. Hi, Rosie. And so it worked out well that I could go see everybody. But I need to go to one, and you've never been to one with me, because I'm ashamed of you.
Well, I've only been to one. I went to my 20th, high school reunion.
So it was just last year.
Yeah.
By the way, we're drinking Turkish iced tea. My sister went to Turkey and brought us some tea leaves, and it's delicious.
And all we got was this lousy T-shirt.
Tea bag. Well, it wasn't in tea bags. Anyway, okay, so school reunion we answered. You went to your 20th.
I went to my 20th. I wasn't upset that I went to my 20th. I hadn't really, I don't know, I didn't really come into my own until I was in my 40s, really. You know what I mean? So it was still too early.
Mike asked if the tea tastes like turkey. No, it tastes like chicken. No, it's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know where we were. Oh, my reunion. Yeah, I went to one, and it was fine. I'd go again, I guess, if it came up, if I was really excited about it.
Susan, you went back to college when you were a grandma. That's
well
so
done.
impressive. And you know what I also say? When I went to college, I didn't really know everything I wanted to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I went back to school now, I would study something completely different.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Physio.
Fizzo? I'd study Lizzo. I'm not sure, but I studied economics, and I'm not sure that social work.
Good
Susan,
one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that would be potentially what I would study, something in that field actually. But yeah.
Yeah, I always felt sad at the end of summer, getting ready to go back to school. I mean, the nice thing is that you go shopping for school supplies. Did you go I have a shopping? We
Yes.
each created lists of things so that we didn't discuss with each other.
Yeah. By the way, Gwen, welcome. She says finally get to go on a tour with you guys.
Oh, fantastic!
Happy you're with us.
Welcome, Gwen. Yeah, we're talking about going back to school and all of the things around it. So would you have a day where all of your mom would take you out shopping for all your school supplies?
Well, yes. Although I was the baby and the others were older, so I don't remember going shopping with the other kids.
You went to school when you were a baby?
Yeah, I was because I came out of the womb and they were first grade.
That's how good he is.
Yeah, high IQ, sitting with the first grade.
Yeah.
No, but I don't remember going with my siblings per se, but I do remember going. But we didn't. I don't think I got a lot. I think I got a first day of school outfit and new sneakers. That was it. Anything else clothing wise was probably hand me down. crayons.
Yeah, new shoes. That was a getting ready to go back kind of a thing.
That was kind of always the case, right?
Yeah, you always got a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
We didn't go. Yeah, we went. We use your words, Patrick. Use your words. We wore uniforms.
Oh,
my
you
sister
did?
Sherry can attest to.
What was the uniform?
It was, it was dark blue pants and a light blue shirt. And
Like a polo?
like a private school.
You didn't have to wear a jacket and a tie.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
It was just like a button-down shirt and slacks.
I got you. Okay. Lindsay, we're gonna get to writing implements. Don't you worry. That's a good one.
But I did go to a public high school. Like I went to private school in like up to 8th grade, and then I went to public high school. They had, they did musicals, and there was, more county funding for stuff like that, for the arts. And so, anyway, that's boring. But we didn't get school clothes as a young kid, but when I got to high school, then it was like, we did go shopping for picture day.
Oh, yeah.
If you get for picture day, you got to have a nice outfit on.
Wait, first of all, Joan mentions the box of 64 Crayola crayons with the sharpener. I always loved that one. Like the built-in sharpener,
yeah.
I think you mean, Joan. That one was like...
It's a school staple.
Classic.
Great school staple.
Yeah. Staples, pun intended. But, okay, so here's my story about picture day. So, we shopped for an outfit. I always liked a good polo shirt. I always wanted like a nice polo shirt. And I must have been I'm gonna guess I was in the 4th grade. And the pictures happened in the grade school cafeteria. Have I told you this story before?
No, sorry, I was reading.
Oh, no. I'm just that wasn't a like, am I boring you?
Yeah, no, not at all.
That was a genuine like, have I told you this story before?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so the pictures happened in the cafeteria. So when you were eating lunch, you got to see everybody take their pictures. And I was so intrigued by like the different backgrounds and like what was my background gonna be when it was picture time.
Okay.
And I was like thinking about what my pose was gonna be and all of that. And so I had my I had finished lunch,
okay,
and I was walking my tray. I've never told you this story. Oh my gosh. I was walking my tray up to return it to like the dishwashing thing, and I ran into a pole and smashed my lunch tray with like my leftovers on the tray onto my nice polo shirt for picture day. But you have to get your picture taken. So I got my picture taken, and my mom was like, we are not paying for redos because you had to pay to have a retake when the picture photographer came back like a month later.
So there you are with just like chocolate
milk.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yeah. But my mom, her like big thing was always like, it builds character. So somewhere, God. I know I have that picture somewhere. I still have it of me with chocolate milk.
Why didn't we should have gotten some of our old school pictures for this tour. That was a missed opportunity. We're gonna find those.
I bet I have some.
I want my biggest school picture. I believe it's my freshman year, and it was my first like public school picture. You know this story, but
very well.
I decided to. This is gonna sound crazy, but I decided to change my smile right before the picture. I was panicked about the picture. I was like, oh my gosh, I have my own outfit on. I have like I'm in this new environment. And I didn't think about looking in a mirror. I didn't think about anything like that. And I had this great idea. Like this, right before I sat down, I was practiced this smile, and I was like, this feels good. This smile, this is the one. This feels like a good smile.
Yeah.
And other people are gonna see this smile, and they're gonna start using this same smile. This is gonna catch on. This smile, I just knew it. And I got the pictures back, and do you have it?
No, but I can find it.
Okay, I got Aaron's gonna find that picture and show you what my this great smile turned out to be. When I opened it up, I was so excited, and I ripped open the envelope to see what the smile was, and
wait. Oh, here we go.
This is what it was. Ready?
This is the smile that's going to change the world.
This is going to change the world. Everyone's going to start smiling like this.
Yeah, red carpets everywhere.
Here it is.
Yep. There you go.
It didn't catch on.
Really
Anyway.
shocking. Wait, here's this is one of mine.
Oh yeah, go to the. Yeah.
There we go. Like, I still have that hat, I think.
Yeah. Extra, extra, read all about it.
I was in Newsies. I don't have the chocolate milk picture though. I can picture this one though. This was I wish I still had this shirt today, just in my size.
Look at that kid.
But I loved that shirt so much. I wanted that. I would have worn that every year. I don't have the chocolate milk picture though, which is
All right.
a
Well,
shame.
we're gonna find it.
I'm gonna find this one.
Yeah. Picture day was always so stressful. You know.
Yeah. Did you take a first day of school picture, like on the front porch?
No. Because
You
we
didn't?
all were wearing the same thing. Wearing the same thing as last year. Blue shirt, blue pants.
Oh, right. But you're taller.
Well, that's true. No, we
Yeah.
didn't do that.
No, we didn't get taller. No, we
No,
didn't
we
get
just,
taller.
yeah, I was born this tall.
Oh, thank you, Auntie. John Boycap. Yeah, totally.
Somebody mentioned, I think it was Natasha mentioned bullies. Didn't like going back to school because of bullies. You know, yeah, those they're always around, aren't they? Those bullies. But you know, as shake it off, shake
Taylor
it off.
Swift
Taylor
said.
Swift says,
Yeah.
shake it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I sang and danced as a kid. I took dance lessons as a boy. So, you know, there were a lot of people who had stuff to say about it, but, you know, it didn't, as your mother would say, it
Builds character.
Builds character.
Robin said they stopped taking photos after the 3rd grade. We did it all the way through senior year of
Really?
high school, every year.
Fascinating.
And I think it was, I could be mistaken, but it didn't cost much to have your picture taken. It was if you wanted the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't cost much at all. Well, Puri says Aaron had hair. It was a wig. I wore a wig all through
That's
grade
not
school.
true. No, not true.
It was just a wig. But,
oh my gosh.
Oh, no, first day she meant. Oh, I see, Marlene. I'm with you now. I'm totally with you. So you still took the school picture. It was just that first day.
I have a question, which
Okay.
I think I know the answer to already.
I'm ready.
Were you a really good student?
I was. Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, I was a good student. Yeah. I was.
Were you? I'm sure. I have no doubt. I can't remember if we've ever talked about this, but I've no doubt you held some office in the. You were like the treasurer. Or,
Yeah, I was. I think I was president of my class for a few years. I was president of student council. I liked school.
Yeah.
My favorite subject was, well, the older I got, my favorite subject was math. When I was in grade school, I think it was art. Mrs. Dutchman is my art teacher. She was terrific.
Oh, I mean, I loved anything creative. I didn't love school though, and I was really not a good student. It wasn't that I don't think of myself as not being smart. I wasn't motivated to do it, to do the work. The funny thing is my teachers, you know, I mean, it's kind of a miracle I graduated high school because, you know, I showed up, I did some of the work, but my teachers, I think in the end were sort of like, oh gosh, you know, he doesn't do any of the work, but he's just such a nice guy. You know,
like him.
I think it was really just that. But, you know, I did get by. But I knew
always
you
think,
were a
though,
good student.
But I do think that there's something about, and this is no fault of teachers whatsoever, so I don't want that to sound like this is what I'm going for. But, you know, especially growing up in smaller towns, there's sort of like teachers kind of have to teach a certain way, and not every student can follow that sort of
True.
teaching. They
Yeah.
students learn in different ways, and certainly as you know education progresses, they're getting, you know, I think systems are getting better at teaching students in different ways. So
Yeah.
that those students who, like you said, it wasn't that you didn't want to learn. So clearly there was just some way that.
I mean, there were
needed
certain.
to get to you.
Yeah, having said that, I will say there were certain teachers, certain classes, and it varied which classes they were. Like I had an English teacher that I loved, and I would have done any work for her. So you're right.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it really does depend on the approach of the teacher.
And which is extremely hard on the teacher's part too, because you have a class of anywhere from, I mean, I don't know how many you had in your class, but we would have 20 to 30.
Yeah.
So you have 10 that learn this way, and 10 that learn this way, and 10 that learn this way.
Yeah.
And they have to figure out in 45 minutes or however long it is to.
I could never be a teacher.
No.
I could never
God
be.
bless every
Hats
teacher.
off. I don't know if we have teachers
I'm sure we
or
do.
previous teachers here on this chat, but teachers are so remarkable. I do like, if I teach a class for kids, a theater class or something, I do enjoy it. Like I just went and taught at a theater camp for a couple of weeks, just recently, and it was really fun. These were teenagers, and it was fun to see the light bulbs go on. To see them like make connections, and that was fulfilling. But if those light bulbs don't come on, I don't think I would know how. I guess you just keep trying different approaches until you figure it out. But I mean, hats off to teachers.
Nicole's a teacher. I think Janet too, and Janet says when it goes well, it's the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Which it's interesting you say that, Janet, because for those of you that don't know, but I'm guessing most of you do know, we're also performers, and I oftentimes liken what we do as a profession to teachers in a way, because both are in front of an audience. Both have to adjust their performance based on the audience's needs. Sometimes as a performer you get an audience that's quieter, and so you have to maybe work a little bit harder to get them to laugh or to get them to engage.
Yeah.
Now, what teachers are doing is, I think, maybe a little bit more important.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But not to put down our industry.
Beth said she taught 4th grade for 35 years, and that seems like, I'm not sure I would be good with teenagers because of their temperament.
Oh, middle school?
I don't think I could handle middle school or high school.
Yeah.
But 4th grade actually seems great because
I think you'd be good at it, actually.
Well, that age, because they're old enough to have thoughts and you know, but and opinions about things, but they still listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think your only downfall with being like a 4th grade teacher is you would get too much of a kick out of the kids and start like giggling at like their behavior.
Yeah, the first time somebody brought like, a fart machine to
Yeah.
I would be like, okay, you're allowed.
Yeah, okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, hats off to all the teachers. I will say, especially middle school teachers, I think there's a special place in heaven for middle school teachers.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But hats off to all teachers by all means. Teaching is a performance, Tony says. Yeah. I've always kind of felt a little bit that way. You have to see when somebody's bored and try to engage them. And anyway, well, what was your favorite subject though? I said mine was math as I got older. Shout out to Kathy Knetz.
I liked specific math. Like I specifically liked algebra and algebra 2. I liked English. And strangely, what I liked about English was the mathematical aspect to English.
Sure.
The grammar and and the rules. And, I loved that. And it also felt a little bit creative. When you had to write an essay or something.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
So since we were talking about teachers, is there a teacher or two that like you're like, boom, that person, that Mrs. So-and-so?
Well, yes, for different reasons. I mean, Patty Cuesmick for obvious reasons, but who was my music teacher. But yeah, there were teachers. Gail Spellman kind of took me under her wing and was one of those.
Spelling?
No, I wish she did, but she didn't. She, as a teenager, when I was not motivated, she would, she like jumped in the game and was like, "What's going on? Let's figure this out. Why aren't you doing this?" As opposed to just like, "You didn't do this, get out."
PJ says our grandmother taught all ages. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, our grandmother was a teacher. Well, she taught for at a deaf and blind school, I believe. But yeah.
It's so many, so incredible.
Yeah.
Jana says, are you still in touch with any of your teachers? Well, you know what? One might even be on today. I haven't seen her yet, but you see her as Kathy in the chat a lot with a K, and she was my high school calculus teacher and all-around champion fan and incredible role model. And yeah, I'm in touch with quite a few of my teachers. My typing teacher, Mrs. Rolando, who was incredible. Mrs. Priest, Mrs. Meyer, who were some of my grade school teachers. They come to see me when I do shows back home in the area. Mr. Gardner, my band teacher, I just saw him in May. And
speaking of band, go ahead, finish.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
No, speaking of band, like, you had a big homecoming, right? Almost as soon as you go back to school.
No, we didn't have a homecoming. True, we didn't have a homecoming. I still don't.
That was your moment.
That wasn't well.
Well, I mean, as the like.
As the.
Do you have a homecoming game, like a football game?
No.
Because Aaron was no shocker. Aaron, of course, was the drum major.
Yeah, because I got to wear a nice outfit. I got to wear it.
But I mean, that's like the drum major's like.
I know. We didn't. We had the Rotary Parade at Halloween, which was a kind of sort of like that, and there was a Rotary Queen, and it was kind of like homecoming, but it was more based around Halloween. Oh, somebody's asking, what is homecoming?
American football, which is what I guess you'd call, we call it
American football.
Yeah, American football. Is around that starts for schools, that starts right at the beginning of the school year, which also means that's band season, because the marching band, that's their big time of the year, is to play at all the football games. And then homecoming is sort of like the football season is homecoming, or your homecoming game is like the big game that is surrounded by a dance and
parade.
Parade and
Queen and king, homecoming king.
Yeah, there's a homecoming queen and king that are. I'm just repeating everything you're saying.
I'm repeating everything you're saying.
No, but it's part of the football season. Your homecoming football game, your homecoming dance.
Oh yeah, alums oftentimes come home for the celebration. Yeah, it's sort of like the big night. You really want to win that football game.
It's the big night for your high school.
Yeah.
Is the homecoming.
Why
game.
is it called homecoming? I'm guessing because that's when alums came home.
I guess that's. I know. I didn't either, but somebody who put that in the chat. I guess that's why.
Yeah.
So that's the big game that people, alums would come back to.
And how are the homecoming king and queen elected? Usually it's voted.
I think it's voted. Yeah.
Yeah. We had two queens. We had no king, but we had two queens in our school. We had the Rotary and the Lions, which are both civic organizations, the Lions Club and the Rotary Club. And the Rotary was voted on by the class, but the Lions Queen, they sold tickets. So they would sell tickets as a fundraiser, and it was whoever sold the most tickets. So that person had to work their butt off. Like, you would see them at every, at the county fair, at every ice cream social in town, at every, anytime there was a pork dinner on the square. Which is true. People would be there, any of those events, selling those tickets. Anyway, I asked that, favorite subject.
Yeah.
Do you have one? You want me to go?
Yeah, go. English was I liked English, and I liked algebra specifically in the math department. And anytime I got to go to anything artistic, a music class or drawing, anything creative. You know what I never took in high school?
Tell me.
Home economics, and I wish I had.
Oh, same actually. I wish I had too. Although my mom taught me a lot. But I still feel like I would have liked that class.
Yeah.
Somebody said earlier they didn't care for it. Somebody also said, you took typing? ? What other classes did you take? Which
I loved typing.
Me too. And my mom pushed me to take typing. And as I think about it now, thank goodness, because I look at how much we type now. It's remarkable. So I'm so glad that she's pushed me to take typing.
Natalie, you got an F in geometry. I didn't love geometry. I liked geometry fine.
Geometry.
Did you?
How dare you? Just making fun of me in the back.
No. Listen, Natalie. What do you?
I have Mr. Genta. He was my geometry teacher. He was so good too.
You can name all your teachers. That's crazy.
I can. I just saw him recently too because I think you were out of town. But his daughter was dancing with a modern dance troupe at downtown. And
Fourth grade, Sister Virginia. I loved her. She played the guitar.
I met her, right?
No, she's no longer with us.
I didn't meet her.
No, so you didn't meet.
She's no longer. Rest in peace, Sister Virginia. I met the other sisters.
Yes. You did.
Yeah.
You met Sister McKella and Sister Carol.
Yes, who I like enormously, and they gave me bourbon.
They did. I don't want to give away their business, but where they live near a bourbon distillery, and so they gave us bourbon. These two nuns, I love them for that.
Not as children. We went as grown adults recently to visit them. We were driving nearby, and Patrick said, "I want to go visit my former teachers," and they gave me bourbon. Just to mention Mayberry, yes, my town is very much like Mayberry. It's like, or I think of it as like Music Man, like gazebo in the center square, bricks around. Like it's very old fashioned in the best possible way.
I just caught up with that comment. Tish said she flunked spaghetti in home ec. Which
you throw it against the wall. Didn't you ever do that?
Yeah,
if
but
it sticks.
Not in home ec.
I don't know. Okay, that's the question. Did anybody get taught that in home ec? You throw the spaghetti against the wall, and when it sticks, it's done.
I mean, that can't be really a thing, right? Because then you're ruining your wall.
You wipe it down.
Okay.
I mean, goodness gracious. We'll see if anybody else says it. Marlene, you went to 11 schools. I will say,
moly.
I was lucky. I grew up in the same school the whole time. Only cooking and eating. Well, I'm also a lot of people in home ec would have learned like proper cleaning, sewing. I mean, basically taking care of the home sort of things.
Yeah.
Marlene, no, you just tasted it, says Robin. Spaghetti wall. Oh, on Zillow, spaghetti wall. Yes, see, some people are saying yes. So, okay. All right, so here, I have a question. Unless you're ready, unless you have one.
No, I'm ready.
Favorite cafeteria food?
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, I'm going to say, of course I love Pizza Day.
Yeah. Can we take a moment to... Oh, no, finish your thinking.
And
we're going to go back to that.
Anytime there's like tater tots, that was I loved that.
We never got tots at home, so that's why I loved it at the cafeteria.
Oh, man.
Because Mom never gave us tots.
Yeah. There was something else that was like...
Fries with gravy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, fish sticks.
Fish sticks. I did like fish sticks day too. You had pizza Wednesdays. I can't remember what day pizza was for us. But, I mean, did we all have the same pizza? It was rectangular.
Yeah.
It was like sort of floury on the bottom, rubbery cheese, and you fold it in half like a taco. I mean, it was the best.
A peanut sandwich when you add peach juice.
Wait, I'm sorry. Non-alcoholic margaritas at your high school? That's...
That's right, hamburgers. I forgot about hamburgers.
We didn't have good hamburgers at my school.
You
had good hamburgers?
No, they were okay.
Ours were not good. I didn't care for them.
It's all about the pizza.
It's all about the pizza and tots. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even think of what else. We had different things.
I think we had green beans every single day. Those same green. They weren't even green. They were like practically gray. They were just so, they were, I shouldn't say that. They were, but you know what I mean? They didn't look like fresh green beans.
You know what? Just sitting here, I feel like we have good, like, back to school outfits on.
I think we do.
Like, these would be good school picture shirts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a smile.
I should get my hat. Mac and cheese. Our mac and cheese was okay.
Oh, ice cream, yes.
We did have ice cream. It came in the cup with the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Is that how yours was?
Yeah, we had that, or sometimes we had the sandwiches. Yes, but I do remember the wooden spoon.
Yeah, we sometimes had this.
I forgot about
want the
ice
wooden
cream.
spoon one. I bet you can still get that in the grocery store. I think it comes in a big bag and you get some of them. I miss that.
Largest high school in U.S. is in Brooklyn. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, shout
Mine
out.
was teeny tiny. I had 96 in my class.
Shout out to Robin.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. We had more than you, but it was under 200. I'm pretty sure in our class, but.
Lots of folks saying fries with gravy, but I'm guessing, do we have a lot of Canadians on?
My cousin Parker's on. I just want to say hi.
Ah.
Parker and Linda, hello.
Chili Day. Oh, I liked Chili Day too because you got the oyster crackers. And again, Mom always bought square saltines for home. We never got the oyster crackers, and I always wanted the oyster crackers. Oh yeah, the Canadians are saying fries with.
Ooh, poutine,
gravy.
yes.
Yeah.
Mark, Maryland, 7,000 students in your school. That's a lot. Holy moly.
Ooh, good one, Lynn.
I missed it.
And I meant to write this down. Lunchboxes, metal versus soft.
I meant to write that down too.
I meant to write down a lunchbox question.
Did
and
you
I
have a
thought-
lunchbox?
Yes, I did. Of course I did. Mine was pound puppies. Do you remember pound puppies? Pound puppies were like stuffed animals that were dogs.
How long did you use that? Be honest.
Probably longer than I should have.
Okay.
But I also didn't, I probably used it ironically as I got older. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I was like, I'm still using my pound puppies lunchbox
Yeah.
and got away with it.
Yeah.
But
Did it have a thermos in it?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Yeah. It was plastic. It wasn't metal. So it wasn't metal or soft. It was plastic. But I wish it had been metal. What did you have? Mork and Mindy?
I wish.
Good one, right?
Oh,
I know.
no. Not Mork and Mindy. Although I did have a Welcome Back Kotter t-shirt that I got when I was like I forget, almost high school. It said "Up your nose with a rubber hose." Anyway, no, I had what I really wanted in a lunchbox was, and I had one I think when I was in kindergarten, and maybe I used it in first grade. Although our family usually had we used brown bag. We brown bagged it. That was really what we took our lunch to school in, was a brown bag, but a brown lunch bag. But I did have a lunchbox when I was a kid because I asked for, I don't know why, I wanted a Holly Hobby lunchbox. Maybe it was my sister Sherry's, I don't know, but I did end up getting to use it. So I used a Holly Hobby lunchbox there for a second.
Suzanne had a Scooby-Doo, and you still have the thermos. Here's what I will say. Remember, I had the airplane one. I found it at, not Airplane the movie, I wish. I found it at a vintage store. It was a thermos from an airplane-themed lunchbox, and that thermos kept my coffee hot all day long. They were like the best. It was that classic glass thermos on the inside. Somebody kicked it over by accident and broke it, sadly. Justin had Empire Strikes Back and Dukes of Hazzard. I would have been so jealous of your Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox. And Lethargy Snoopy lunchbox. That's a good one too. Oh, red plaid metal lunchbox, Sue. I know that classic one. Oh, Patty Joe had the glass line thermos. Brady
Shamika,
Bunch.
strawberry shortcake. Have you said all these already? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Partridge Family.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was always so nice. We used like brown paper bags, and it was always so nice. Like, you know, you never really knew what was in your lunch, but when you picked up the brown bag and it felt full, like really like full, you're like, ooh, this is gonna be a good lunch today.
Did your mom put notes in it? In your lunch? Mine didn't.
I don't remember her doing that. So I guess our names sometimes would be on the bag.
Yeah. I actually, honestly, mine probably didn't because I think I made my own lunch. Like, I think that was part of our tasks.
If I could have made my own lunch.
Well, it wasn't like I had free
Like
reign.
the snack cabinet, first thing.
Right. She
know.
would like put out like, here's your whole wheat bread and here's your PB and here's your peanut butter and jelly. Make your lunch. But I do think that was one of our tasks. Shamika asked if we covered our books with brown paper bags. I never covered my books. Did you cover your books?
Yeah, sometimes.
You did?
Yeah, we would cut out.
Magazines?
No, like shopping bag, the brown paper shopping bag.
Yeah.
Use those to like cover your books, to protect your books. Ultimately, I think there did become like they sold like official book covers that had designs on that you could use, but I don't think I ever used any of those.
Did you have a Trapper Keeper?
Is that for your
No, that was like the binder. It was really popular in like late 80s, 90s.
No, I didn't really.
It was a fancy binder that held your paper and your pens and pencils. And
No, I didn't care that much. I would have like a separate bin or box or a bag with all my pens and erasers and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that knows Trapper Keepers, right?
No, that's a thing.
Yeah, okay. Shamika had one. All right. I can ask another question unless you have one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What was your favorite writing implement? So there's been discussions about crayons and pens and pencils and like...
I mean, I'm off the top of my head, I guess I would say a Dixon Ticonderoga pencil, number 2 pencil, because, you can erase your mistakes.
Yeah. See, I liked the pencil...
There's a broader concept there. Erasing your mistakes. I mean that in the broader sense.
Right, yeah.
I want to erase... No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I will say one thing I did like about regular pencils was that the sharpener.
Oh, that's the best sharpener.
And the smell of it? Can't you smell
That's
it?
the best. We don't use... Do we still use those?
I don't think so.
No, we use like electric.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Yeah.
Part of the reason I liked the sharpener was you could go to the front of the class.
Yeah.
You could...
Look, I'm doing work.
Yeah, or you could just like look at people.
Yeah, when you just need a break.
Yeah.
You pass a note on your way to the sharpener.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I can vividly remember that smell. I can also smell the chalkboard eraser smell too. We had whiteboards by the time I was in high school. Did you ever have whiteboards? And you use dry erase?
Dry erase? No, we never. I don't think so. It was always chalk. Even like when they were portable flip ones.
Oh yeah.
They were still chalkboard.
That was grade school for me.
Natalie said she had a nickname, Nadia. What's our nickname? I don't think I had a nickname. Everybody in school called me Pat. My family called me Pat, and they still do. But I didn't really have a nickname. Did you?
No.
I mean, in grade school, sometimes people called me Wetzel Pretzel. Which, if I had thought of Wetzel's Pretzels, there's a business that makes pretzels called Wetzel's Pretzels. That's my last name, Wetzel. I'm gonna say it so many times I can say it. And
Wetzel's Pretzels.
If I had thought of Wetzel's Pretzels the minute they started calling me that, we would be filthy rich right now.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm so sorry.
We'd be on vacation right now.
Yeah.
Permanently. Stephanie said, remember the ink pens with the different colors that you could switch. Do I? Wait, I got it right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Patrick got him. I used to talk about him all the time, and Patrick got him for me as a stocking stuffer a couple of years ago. And I love it. But yeah, I totally had that. Oh, did you put stuff on your pencil eraser? Did you put a different eraser on the end?
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Like that you like stick on there. Yeah, because you would use that eraser down.
And you chew on it.
Because I made lots of mistakes. I would be like, oh gosh.
I would chew on mine.
You'd chew on the eraser?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, not the, they were like pencil
Did you, like,
toppers.
ingest it?
No, I didn't ingest it.
Okay.
It was just boredom.
Oh,
like
yeah.
how people like chew on their pencil. I never
Yeah.
chewed on my pencil. Did you chew on your pencil?
I probably did.
I never did that.
Yeah.
But scented stationery. Oh, scented stickers. Oh, remember stickers? My grade school teacher, you get a sticker. Oh, hit my computer. My grade school teacher would put the scented sticker on the test. Did you have that? Scented stickers? You scratch and sniff?
Not that I remember.
You never had a scratch and sniff sticker?
I don't think so.
Ever?
Oh, what happened?
Oh no.
Our gimbal went crazy. Here, all right, you're gonna go on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. So if you're prone to motion sickness, close your eyes. And now we're gonna go back. I'll tell you when you can open your eyes.
Whoa. Stay.
It's not doing it.
Why don't we put it on the ring light?
Okay. I'm so sorry, everyone. So
Bear with us.
No, I think it'll work. We just have to do this.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Close your eyes if you're motion sickness person. Then.
Close your
And we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Justin had a sticker collection. I did too, and then I lost it, and that's my whole sad story. But I loved that sticker collection. Scented pins. I never had a scented pin. Did you have a scented pin?
I never did. I don't think so.
I didn't have that either.
Yeah.
I don't think I did. Okay. I have more questions unless you do.
No, go for it.
Oh, I will say in terms of pencils, we got can we shift again?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Oh, we could do this. There we go. In terms of pencils, I did like the kinds that the mechanical ones that twisted at the top. That was my favorite.
Oh, I love that
Instead
pencil.
of that one, I liked this one.
Oh.
It looks like a pencil.
I don't know if I know that.
We probably have some here. I probably have some in my bag because I like those.
I like those pencils, even though the lead breaks, but I still like those ones.
Glitter and gel pens. That was such a big thing when I was in school. Oh yeah, the big Crayola box with the built-in sharpener.
That's like the Cadillac of crayons.
Oh, and remember, like you could just pick which color you wanted.
Yeah, so many to choose from.
And then what if you were like, I want periwinkle, and you could only find sky blue. You're like, where's my periwinkle?
Yeah, and the first time one broke, you're like, oh man, it's ruined.
Did you save your crayon nubs and like melt them down into something? Like we always did that. We would save our crayon nubs and then you melt them into like
a stamp, like for a letter.
You could do that,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
No, I never did that, but
Like my wedding invitation. Lindsay had mentioned writing implements earlier, and we finally got around to it. Blue-green ones. Let's see.
Wait. Lois, hey, you two, are you mainly only doing Hagel reruns now? Well, we will get to that. We'll talk about that at the end.
At the end. Yeah, absolutely. We'll discuss what we've been up to and what we will be up to.
Yeah.
By all means. How would you melt them down? How did we melt them down? I think we put them in the oven. Or we might have done a double boiler. Double boiler! Shout out to Music Man. Okay, the bus. Did you ride the bus?
I did. I liked riding the bus. I always liked my bus drivers.
Yeah, I did too. I had John Smith. He was great.
Yeah, I did ride the bus. I forgot about riding the bus. Yeah, of course.
John Smith would give us, he gave us candy at Christmas. And then I think we got something on the last day of school too. Tracy melted in the microwave, yeah.
We had a bus driver who on the last day of school would always, Mr. Wathen was his name. He would always stop at the local ice cream place on the last day of school, and he bought all the kids an ice cream.
That's great.
I know, isn't that nice? And he would also, the kids could take turns. Now this was of course pre-safety things, but there was like it wasn't really a seat, but there was a room, like a space next to him up by the wheel. And kids could take turns sitting up there and just sitting next to Mr. Wathen, and he would.
That's fun.
Yeah, he would keep us all entertained.
Oh, I love. Did you have a spot in the bus you always sat in?
Not generally. No, I just took an open seat.
I think I did too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, especially because we were the last ones on the bus before it went into town, because we lived in the country, and so I think I just took whatever was left.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I got too much of a pick at that point in time, but yeah.
Yeah, always in the back, Andrew says. I mean, as I got older, the cool kids were in the back of the bus, telling dirty jokes, and I don't know. That's not true.
Chewing gum and throwing it at people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, double-decker in London. Love
Ooh.
double-decker buses. That's fun.
Roller coaster.
I love that.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, funny. The guy
Oh,
drove
wow.
school. Yeah, worse. Oh, no. Robin almost turned the bus over. Yikes.
The cool aunt. You called them the Mrs. Bus Lady. Hi, Mrs. Bus Lady.
Okay, what about snow days?
Snow days. You're bringing up a good subject.
Yeah.
I did mine down and dirty and really fast. Again,
I did. It wasn't.
Aaron did the work.
It just popped in my head. It wasn't written down.
Snow days. I forgot about snow days.
Really, what I was thinking was somebody said the bus turned over, and then I was thinking about
Bus turned over.
somebody said their bus almost turned over.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't really. So then I was thinking about being on the bus in the snow, and then I thought of snow days. That's where it came from.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, loved a snow day. Oh, we would listen in the morning.
Yes.
You'd like turn on the radio.
Yeah.
Who listens to the radio?
WSMI.
WKIK, I think for us. And
WKIK.
do you listen for your school? If your school was announced, then you were off from school, or you got to go in 2 hours late, or
Yeah.
whatever it was. And I'm sure our parents were like, "Oh, great,"
Yeah. Awesome, you're home for the day. But I did always find, like, when you were, like, as they would be naming the schools, you knew alphabetically, like, where yours landed. You're like, oh, they passed ours.
That's what
darn
Sue
it.
just said. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. But then it came, and then when it happened, oh my goodness, that was the best thing ever. I loved that.
Antia, you were 3-minute walk to your school, but you were always late. What's so funny about that? As the bus would get closer to our school, I would always have the thought of, like, anybody that lived right there next to the school. Like, we picked up a boy, Tony Bean was his name, who lived, like, he was like the last stop right before we pulled into the school. And I remember thinking, oh God, that would be so awful to have to live that close to the school, which is a silly thought, but I don't know why I thought that was awful. That tells you something about how much I like school.
Oh, see, but I would have thought the same thing, but I would have thought in the sense of, like, you're just always in that neighborhood.
Oh, they could always find me.
Yeah.
If you live that close, they always know where I am.
Yeah.
Right down the street.
Polly says, when I was in elementary, the school nurse came to each family's home for dinner. If the family wanted to do that, it was a big day for the kids. Oh, that's kind of fun. And smart on the school nurse's part. She's like, I get a free dinner out of this.
Wow. Wait.
Note to self.
Why would the school nurse always come if the family wanted to do that? Oh, I see. So it was just a thing to invite the school nurse over for dinner.
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
so.
That's the job I want.
Oh, I see. They're asking Polly was it to check if they were eating healthy.
Oh, that makes more sense.
To get to know the families.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
But
I wonder
listen,
if you were the school nurse, you're like, what is your mom cooking tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm just gonna come and make sure, you're getting all the nutrients you need.
Yeah, is it fried chicken night? Okay, I'll come to
I'll be there.
Absolutely. That would be amazing. Oh, you could go back home, Antia, if you forgot something. That was the big advantage.
Oh, sure.
That is true. That is quite helpful. Oh, that made me think about book reports and, like, science projects.
Wait, my cousin Patricia, you had a half day on Saturday if you used too many school days?
Snow days.
I mean, too many snow days? No way. We would just, if we used up our snow days, sometimes they would tack it on to the end, the days, but.
But what would be better, though? Like, now, because now I'm like,
Well, nobody wanted to tack on days, so
Yeah.
they would just figure a way around it.
Right.
If we used up our snow days and then some,
they'd
They'd
get
be
rid
like,
of the
"Speed
teacher
it up!"
conference. Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
the conveyor belt.
We would
Speed up the learning.
We would end before Memorial Day. When did you end? Probably later. Probably not till June.
Well, it's funny. I always felt like I had a longer summer when I went to the private school, and up until 8th grade. I felt like we always had a longer summer than the public school kids for some reason. Public school was, I guess around beginning of June. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly.
Did you also have heat days off? Absolutely not. And no air
No.
conditioning in the schools.
No,
You sat there and
you
sweat.
sat in the heat.
Yeah. And for a while we couldn't wear shorts. Then when it got, like, over a certain temperature, they would say, okay, you can wear shorts to school because of the temperature. But yeah, once I got to high school, I think we had air conditioning.
Tony, you spent your bus money on the ice I see before you had to walk. Oh gosh, yeah. I read that wrong at first because I used to oftentimes I would get on the bus and I would eat my lunch,
Mm.
like on my way to school, and I would have no lunch at school. And Susan Birch was so lovely. She would always give me her banana. She was like, I'm not gonna have my banana. Susan, she was so
I used
nice.
to like bananas to this day.
I do.
My best friend Robert, his mom, you would love this because this is one of your favorites. His mom always packed a Little Debbie fudge round,
Oh,
and sometimes he would break part of it off because I never had sweets in my lunch. It was like a sandwich.
apple.
Yeah, it was like a sandwich, like carrot sticks.
Mom,
and,
don't give me
you
a
know.
piece of fruit.
Yeah,
That doesn't count
Well,
as a sweet.
unless I mean, if I had the school lunch and there was like a sweet with the school lunch, then I had that.
I have a question. Did you?
Wait, quickly, don't get me wrong. I was not deprived of sweets. Like mom
Oh,
would
I
have,
know. She
mom
was-
would have cookies at home
Yes,
waiting
yes.
for us. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Did you pass out
Oh,
Valentines? Did you pass out?
Did you- no sweet now.
Did you pass out Valentines to everyone in your class?
Yeah. We would make like envelopes
Yeah.
that got put on the front of your desk, like a big envelope, like out of construction paper. You'd take 2 pieces of construction paper. This is how you make an envelope.
Okay.
Oh, I'm telling you this. And then you put the Valentines into.
You go down the line, and you
Yeah,
give a
everybody
Valentine to
everybody got
everyone.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was always a nice thing.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Did you give your teacher a gift at Christmas?
I think. Oh, yeah, plate of cookies. Always.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
yeah, like your mom's cookies.
Yeah, mom's cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that's a really good gift.
That from your mom.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Did you ever give your teacher an apple? Like that's like a classic thing. I
No,
never did.
but what we did do is we had a rose bush in front of our house. It's where the TV antenna is now. There was a rose bush there, and when it would bloom right before the end of school. So we, mom would cut some of the roses, and we put wet paper towels around them and put them in a little sandwich bag, and then took roses into the teacher. So that instead of, I don't think
I love that. That's very sweet. I never. We've been talking and not reading the questions at the same time. But we always took Valentines to pass out in grade school, and I would usually have something for my teacher at Christmas time. Something that my mom would be like, "Here,
Yeah.
give this to your teacher."
Ours were usually in a foil pie plate. It was like mom just had a bunch of foil pie plates.
I feel like for many years I just gave like the box of like Lifesavers. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
it was like the big box that you open up and it's like
I would like that.
all different flavors of Lifesavers.
I would like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Note to self.
That would be yummy.
Yeah.
You know what? We have 5 minutes left.
Oh yes.
Is there anything else you wanted to cover in terms of back to school? Also, is there anything we missed?
Well, Parker, I just see. Did we ever have to stand in the corner? I will say, I didn't have to like.
Yesterday.
I'm going to tell the story because when I was in grade school, I grew up in a very country farm area, and one day there was strangely like a blimp. We could see a blimp floating by out our window, and we were all paying attention to the blimp and not paying attention to our teacher, Brother John. And Brother John got after us all for like not paying attention, and I couldn't help but looking at this blimp. It was something
it's
I'd
a
never
blimp.
seen before, and he was like, "Okay, Pat." And it was freezing. It was freezing temperatures outside, and he was like, "Okay, Pat, you want to go out? You want to go out there and look at the blimp? Go on outside." And he sent me outside in the freezing cold without my coat. So, rather than just apologize and say, "I'm sorry, I'll pay attention," I went, "Cool, thanks." And I went out the door and I stood outside and, so that everyone could see me, and I just kept looking at it and like, "Wow, that is so cool. Wow." Like, oh. So that was not a good day for me. That did not end in my favor. But
Somebody said, did everyone have at least one crush on a teacher? I'm sure, yeah. Also, somebody said, did you have a school song? We did in high school. So here's to Carmel High School, best in the land. All those for Carmel, on your feet and give a cheer for victory. So rock from the water, rock red and blue, we'll back our fighting team and see them through. Wait for it. CARLINVALLE, rock. That was it.
You heard it here, folks.
And when you're on the phone and you're ordering something, somebody will be like, can you spell the name of your town? I always be like, CARLINVILLE.
Yeah, we had a school song, but I won't sing it for you here.
Oh, all right.
But
okay, let's discuss some upcoming things.
yes.
So let's discuss some previous things. Where have we been? Where have you been?
Where in the world?
You've been in Virginia.
Yes, I was in Virginia. I was in Virginia Beach for 2 weeks, teaching at this camp, which was so great. And for anybody that doesn't know this about Aaron and I, we are theater actors, and I was on tour for a large part of last year with a musical called The Prom. And heard of it? And so this teen camp was doing The Prom, and they asked me to come and they really only needed me for a couple of days, but I ended up staying the whole 2 weeks because I just was having the best time with the kids and helping them learn the material and figure out certain jokes. It was really fun. So that's what I've been doing.
I'm so sorry, but Haas made a great point about your blimp story, the birth of an actor that day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That is so cool.
But
I'm out here, and you're like, oh my gosh.
That's kind of fantastic. Maybe if that hadn't happened, you wouldn't have become an actor. I don't know. Maybe. Who's to say?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, so then... And I was in Sacramento, California, playing the role of Uncle Fester in the Addams Family out there for a big chunk of July, which was tons of fun. And a terrific theater called Sacramento Music Circus that is such a lovely, lovely place to work at and to go see shows at. And then we rejoined after being apart, and we went to Patrick's family reunion in West Virginia, which we just came back from. With a little bit of a sideline to DC, we went to see Pink in concert, who was mind-blowing and incredible.
She was incredible.
And we went to go see a couple friends in the musical version of The Bridges of Madison County, which if you are in the Washington, D.C. area, we highly recommend going to the Signature Theater to see their production of The Bridges of Madison County. It's a beautiful production.
Bring tissues with you, because it packs an emotional punch.
Yeah. Patrick was not capable of talking to one of our friends after the show. It was...
I was still like caught up in the whole... It was really good.
It was kind of amazing. Yeah, Pink was remarkable. Pink was truly remarkable. Now, in terms of our page on YouTube, somebody said, "Will we only be doing Hago reruns?" Right now, that's all that's been popping up, simply because we've been out of town, and we had a bunch of stuff filmed in advance. Excuse me, to put up while we were out of town. And some of that got put up, and some of it is still being edited. So there will be some new content coming up as opposed to Hago reruns. So look for that, some of that content coming up.
Yeah, we'll be doing the Hago reruns will continue for a while, but until we have no more. But we are doing new pre-recorded but live tours that we'll continue to put up. We're gonna. Like Aaron said, we've been out of town and really busy, but we will be adding more of those, which we call our City Walks.
City Walks or Subway Sundays. Susan says love the Subway Sundays. Yeah, we'll have some more Subway Sundays.
We're going to add some. We have sort of, not endless, but we have a lot of subways that we can, that have so much cool subway art, which very quickly became one of our favorite things, the Subway Sundays, and still is. So we'll add more of those.
A lot of people ask about live tours. Probably not as many, simply because of scheduling and obstacles that are just, for those of you that knew us on Hago, it was just a lot easier. And so it's become trickier for us to figure that out. So probably not as many live. Also,
go ahead.
Also because I can't say what yet, but I will be leaving New York for some work soon, which I'll be able to say what that is next week. And that will sadly have us apart quite a bit.
Yeah, for a little while, we'll not be in the same city. I'll be out visiting Aaron wherever he is from time to time, and we'll add some live tours whenever we can when that happens. But
yeah, and that one benefit of that is we'll have some fun content from different locations, which will be fun.
Yeah.
So you'll see some more of that. Thank you, Tony. And more on that to come. But it is exciting and it is fun, and I'm excited about it.
Oh, thanks, Polly. Yeah, we feel the same way. Our idea with these at-home tours was to sort of come up with a different subject, and I don't know, just sort of chat about it.
Yeah.
And back to school seemed very timely and right to talk about, so that's why we did that this week.
Yeah. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I do not.
We will have some more lives at home coming up within the next month while we're still together here in New York City.
Yeah.
So definitely look for that, and we'll post those on Facebook. We'll try to get better with our Instagram too. It's been lacking, but I'll try. You know what? I'll try to post. Do you have any pictures from Virginia, by the way? Maybe I'll post pictures of Sacramento and Virginia if you have any.
Yes, I'm sure I do. We are notoriously terrible at remembering to take pictures. We we'll leave an event and be like, oh gosh, I didn't take one picture, just because we get caught up in being there and and stuff. But but we'll try to post some.
Thank you all for joining us. Pinned at the top is if you want to contribute, that's how you can do it. Buy me a coffee or PayPal. But certainly just being here and hanging out and saying hi is always fun as well. And
one other reason I just wanted to mention, one other reason that might be a little tricky. I'm having a procedure done on my foot. I have a tiny. It's not a big deal, but I have a small tear in a tendon that doesn't affect me being mobile and walking around right now, but it does have to be repaired. So I'm having that done soon. And once I have that done, I won't be mobile for a short period of time.
And we've known this for a while, which is part of the reason we've been trying to make the at-homes work, knowing that when Patrick's stuck at home, we can still do these ways to connect, basically.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons, and that also answers your question, Robin, about work for me. I do have potential things down the pike, but I have to get this foot repaired first. So,
which is a good thing to check it off.
Yeah. No, it just needs to be repaired.
Listen, this has been a real nice chat about back to school. You thought I was going to say clam bake.
No, I didn't think you were going to say. I thought you were going to say like hot lunch.
Afternoon. Oh, hot lunch.
We would have a hot lunch every once in a while, because we didn't have school lunches in like grades when I went to private school. We took our own lunch, but then every once in a while it would be like hot lunch day, and they would like serve lunch, which I never understood what that was about, but I loved it when they would have hot lunch day.
Yeah, totally. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be up again soon. Probably within a week, maybe two. We'll have another at-home chat.
Yeah.
So we'll see you then.
Lots of hearts, lots of well wishes, and right back at all of you. Thank you. Again, if you don't already subscribe to us, hit that subscribe button and the like button and comment. And thank you for joining us.
Bye.
All right, bye.